Hello ladies and gents, once again, welcome back to the Red Robin YouTube channel, and yeah, let's just jump back into Red Robin's world. Now, there's a lot of different things that's happened since the last video. One pretty much very surprising thing is that a lot of people actually seem to really like the fact that I'm doing Minecraft. So yeah, I thought why not do a second part as well. So with this now, a few things round. We've actually changed it so that we are playing on a Forge World modded version of Minecraft, so it kind of makes things a little bit easier when it comes to installing mods and things like that. Things are still a little bit choppy. We've just had a bit of a mining expedition down this way, and from what you may have just seen just now, we've also got a bed. So that was something that I was going to do in the downtime between these parts, and yeah, now that it's absolutely pissing it down out here, we are going to probably head back in and wait for the rain to pass. So let's use the bed. Sweet dreams. See you next time, guys. And back up again. Right. So with that in mind, we need to go get some food for one. Sun's coming back up again. We can start to get a bit of an idea of what we're going to be doing in terms of possibly raising up a farm. Again, this is just a small house just for the time being. And I'm very tempted to sort of take down the local forest that's around this area and sort of make a nice bit of land just down that way instead. So maybe, well, actually thinking about it, we could actually level the ground out down this way and then start taking the bits of grass away and start leveling it down and then make our house up from there. So with that in mind, we're probably going to get chopping down with a lot of wood for one. So because we've got that, we've got plenty of materials to make axes with. So we're going to be at this for quite a while. I am going to be taking the stumps out, just so that we actually have as much open space as we can. And because we're going to be doing a lot of this axing up, whether we're going to be skipping this along or not, I have really no clue. I know that in the last part I skipped along when it came to the performance changes and things like that, which I think are still quite good even to today. I've not really changed all that much when it comes to the options. Just the other big thing that's really changed with this is the fact that instead of using Optifine with the BSL shaders that I'm using, I'm actually using it. I'm using those two mods, but I'm actually using it through Forge World instead. Not Forge World, but the Forge modded server. And yeah, with any hope, it should be all right. One thing I actually do want to do is get a mod installed so that I can actually get the original soundtrack to Minecraft sorted out and not the newly updated stuff that seems to be on this game at the minute. It's something I'm not a big fan of, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do prefer the older music, but that's just me. So yeah, we're going to be getting bits of food as we go along. I might have to kill some cows, get some of their meat roasted and things like that. And with any hope, we should be decent when it comes to setting everything up. So the reason why I want to get a farm sorted out first and not have to go for materials as of yet is because, again, like the last part, I want to be very sort of self-sufficient when it comes to just sort of getting started, and before I start going anywhere or making experiments or anything like that, I want to make sure that I'm set up. So yeah, with any hope, we should see what happens. Get all this lot hollowed out, jump up here a bit. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. It has been a bit of a weird couple of days. I've just run out of bloody axes. It has been kind of a weird couple of days. I'm still sort of shocked at the fact that we've just hit 60 subscribers in the past couple of days. I'm actually very, very surprised. I mean, when you guys will be seeing this clip, this particular video was actually recorded on a Sunday, quite a few days before its actual release, and main reasoning for that is because I wanted to make sure that I've got something recorded and got something sort of like set up and ready to go for next week. And I'm quite happy that I'm doing it this way, in all fairness, because it's making sure that I've got sort of not just enough to do, but that's the wrong thing I'm doing. It's kind of making sure that I'm doing a lot with my days off work, so to speak. And I've got to admit, guys, work has been an absolute pain. I've got to admit, I'm definitely not having a good time with it. So yeah, with that in mind, guys, we'll hopefully see if we can try and get a bit more of this hollowed out a little bit more, so I think we'll try and get some more of these trees taken down a bit. And then later on, once we sort of get a bit of a foothold and we know where things are and sort of got a bit of an idea of where things are going to be, we can actually replant the trees again, which will always be a bonus. That's one thing about having birch saplings that makes a significant difference. You can replant your trees and have a steady source of logs and things like that. So yeah, last week was quite interesting to see what had happened with the video. I'm genuinely surprised that a lot of folk tuned in to see that video, and with that, it sort of motivated me a little bit to sort of like think, oh, okay, maybe I could have a go at this again and see what I could probably do with it. And it's one of those cases that the more people tune in, the more views that I get, and the more subscribers I get, the more chance I'll be able to monetize the channel, really, and start having videos monetized, have them checked over and things like that, and like start to earn a little bit of money here and there, which would be one of the things that I'd be really happy to have done. I should have left that other stump below and actually climbed up a bit further. No bother, be right. So yeah, it's been a tough week. I've got to admit, it has been a tough week. I'm not going to go too much into detail with it because it is a lot to do with my mental health, and realistically, I don't want to have to do the second part of Minecraft with a bloody trigger warning on the video, so I'm probably not going to talk about it if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. But put it this way, it has been a very, very tough week, and yeah, something's going to change soon, I think. Things are going on, and without going too much into detail about what's going to change, I think it's going to be a bit significant. But yeah, aside from that, everything should be alright. Now, we've sort of got a bit of an idea of where we are with the wood and everything, so I want to try and get this as much hollowed out as we can. I might try and keep the farm small and then expand later, maybe. I might have to try and see what happens with that. But a lot of these old bushes that are here are going to have to disintegrate soon. So I'm hoping that should be that. But no, I've literally just this minute come off a game of Warzone with a friend of mine, George. We've just been having a very good chat on there for a bit, had a good couple of games, and I thought, well, I'll tell you what, we've literally just wrapped up on there now, and I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll do a couple of games, I'll try and get this recorded, see if I can try and get a little bit more of this done today, because it's something I've actually been looking forward to playing Minecraft, and yeah, I'm hoping sort of like to get a bit more done, so I want to get this done today, see what I can get done tomorrow, and then see what I can get done the day after that, because I'm off work for quite a few days now, so it's sort of making sure that I can keep on sort of recording in my downtime, so to speak. We'll knock that through, because this is a bit of a big tree. So having plenty of logs, I find, always helps, especially in the early start of the game. You want to have plenty of logs on you just as an in case. Even if it comes to building a house or having a secondary house, I always find it's worth having some lying around somewhere. And even that, just having an axe makes such a massive difference. Tell you what we're going to do, actually. Is this another... No, that's just bush. Right. Can I look through this and find out what... Ah, there it is. But no, it's been a bit of a weird one. I had a nice bit of a drink last night, got myself a little bit tipsy. Probably not the best, considering I have mental health problems, but ayo. I had a nice bit of a drink last night, got a bit tipsy. We watched a episode of, what's it called? The Haunting of Hill House. Just started watching that quite recently. I think we're up to episode 6, I think. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad show so far. It's a little bit long, a little bit slow to get into. It's a bit of like a slow burn of a series. But yeah, it's not been sort of too bad for what it is. And I've recently just finished up with the most recent season of Archer, which is a Netflix show. It's actually an FX, I think it's Fox show, I believe it was. And they've put it on Netflix for a while, which in all fairness, if you've never watched Archer, have a crack at it. It's not a bad show, actually, for what it is. I think they're on season 13 now, I think it worked out to me the other day. And yeah, absolute piss funny. Really nice show. Bad government spies and all sorts of stuff, and just like general sort of hijinks. It's really quite good and really, really funny at times. So yeah, we can wrap that up not too long ago. I've actually got to the point where I'm actually re-watching it again at the moment. Because at the minute, apart from watching Haunted of Hill House, there's not that much else that I'm fussed about watching at the minute. And is that the... No, it must be connected to that bit though. I think that's part of the cavern that I'm going to be tunnelling into pretty soon. We do need to get some food, so I might actually wrap this up very quickly and get these out of the way. Take the stumps out, get that rid of, and then when we come back in a bit, we should have a bit of an idea where we are with things, because I don't want to be taking too much out, but I do want to definitely level out the ground a little bit, so that we can actually get this farm set up and good to go, and the logs will come in handy for that later, especially when we start making fencing and stuff like that. I want to make a cow pen. I want to get some pigs in there, a couple of sheep, and because we've got the llamas, we might as well put the llamas in as well. Right, that's actually hollowed out quite nicely. I might take out the trees at the far back towards the start of the little river. Just there. Is that lava I can see? Yeah, it is. So we'll take all this out, and then I might put a dock or something there, but then this inland bit will be the start of the farm. And then maybe a house. I might actually start building a house over this way later, but we can sort of work that out as we go along. We don't have to think about all that in one video. Let me go back through here. And what have we got? What have we got? I need to check this. Let's dump the saplings in here. We've got apples. That's good. Cobblestones, logs, chuck all them in there. We've got some raw copper earlier on as well, which is surprising. We've got some raw mutton. Keep the raw mutton for now. We do need to go and grab... And it's going dark. Shit. Tell you what, we've got time. There's no monsters yet. We'll get to sleep now. And then we'll head out and go get some food while it's morning. Awesome. I want to make sure that there's no enemies before I actually go to sleep, because it will actually stop me from... What's that? Oh, it's a squid. I wonder what that was then. I want to make sure that I sleep before the monsters actually spawn in properly, because if they do spawn in and actually come quite close to the house, it will actually stop me from actually going to sleep, which is the awkward bit about this game at times. Especially when you're making like small houses and things like that. It's not really the best thing to be doing. Whoa, I need to be careful here. So I'm auto jumping all over the place. And down here, down here. Bloody health. It's a good looking cow, but I'm gonna have to be realistic. I need to get the meat off it. Also, so cooked mutton actually doesn't give you nowhere near as much as an apple does. That's interesting. And if you don't know as well, axes actually have much better damage to deal with, which is something I was a bit surprised at when I found that out. Is leather armor one of the things that... Yeah, you can. It is leather armor. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. You can get leather armor, then it goes to iron. That's one thing I keep forgetting. Because leather armor is quite heavily slept on, I think. I don't think it's done quite as much as like a first thought. It's like, oh, I need armor. Oh, you go and get iron armor. As soon as you find iron, you've got it. Zombie. So yeah, we've got the leather armor just there. I don't think that's going to be enough to do anything with that, but we have got the raw beef, which will do us a massive favour, and that's a zombie dying in sun. I'm not going to take the rotten flesh, but I am going to take the bloody XP off this thing. There we go. Awesome. Now I'll take the rotten flesh as well. Why not? Take that, and dump that in there, dump that in there. Ooh. Awesome. Right, get the XP for that. I don't mind that. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting sort of video, this, in all fairness. I want to make sure I can try and get plenty done, so we might end up fast forwarding a little bit more. So once I get these trees cut out the way, we'll fast forward on to that next bit. Right. Actually, I think that might be it now. So we'll move over here, we'll get some more of the materials picked up that we've got hold of. And why is this not disappearing? Oh, that's why. There we go. Right. So we've got that, we've got the twigs, we've got a bit of everything going on here now, so that's a bonus. I think we might not be far off of finishing. In all fairness, I do want to cut back a little bit, I think. Maybe around this area, but then again, once we've got all this sorted out... Wait, a wooden sword loses more health bashing these than it does anything else. I'm surprised at that. Bloody hell. I'm going to let that just do its thing, because I think we've got quite enough area here to actually do this with. So we'll head back to the house, we'll get some fencing made, and then it means that we can actually crack on with the rest of the area. And because we've got plenty of logs, this will actually make this quite easy to do. And I'll make it quite big as well. So, what I want to do, I'm going to do birch instead. Make planks. And then I'm going to do this. No, I'm not. Let's do, is it that? With this. Fences, there we are. And because it's birch, this actually makes it a little bit more better in terms of uniform. And it gives you 3 for that. So that's 15 that we can use. We'll get this to, we'll use this to sort of line things up a little bit more. Get a bit of an idea where we want things to be. And yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad doing this. Especially do it next to the bit of this, the river that we have. We should actually make it look a hell of a lot more nicer. So I want to take all these flowers out. I want to get rid of these and put them somewhere else, I think, for the time being. We could do with leveling the bit of the soil out as well, in all fairness. So I think we'll get some of this out of the way. Try and level it out a little bit. But not level it out too much so that it looks bloody daft afterwards. Try and take it a little bit back. And take that out. Let's do a bit back on this section here. Oh, crap. Wooden shovel. So yeah, I actually tried playing a new game that released a couple of days ago. It was called the Callisto Protocol, and I actually tried playing it on my PC the other day. And unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry to say this, I had to stop playing. It was very reminiscent of Dead Space in its own way, which that's not the reason why I refunded it. It was actually, the reason why I refunded it was because my PC literally could not handle playing it, unfortunately. It got to the point where I was having a load of stuttering bugs, I had a lot of FPS drops, I had moments where it would struggle to actually get to 60 FPS just on standard, like medium difficulty. And with that in mind, I literally just thought, I'll tell you what, I'm done. I'm going to have to leave it. And I've refunded it. And luckily, I got the request granted to me within the sake of literally, I think it was about 10 minutes after I requested it. So I guess it wasn't too bad for what it was. We could do with getting these roses out of here, just for the time being. Paddock might be a little bit too small at the minute. I think it might be. Right. We'll go up and make some more fences. I think the sun's about to go down as well, so we're going to try and make this quick. See if we can try and get the fencing finished. As soon as that's ready, we'll make a gate, and that's the land planning sort of done in a way. We just need to get a little bit more done, but I think we're going to be all right. In all fairness, we'll do 10. We'll double things up a little bit more. And that should make what we need. So 30. That gives us a little bit more leverage, and the sun's definitely going down, so we just need to be a bit quick in getting this last bit done. But already it's shaping up really, really nicely, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this works. I'm actually going to eat this steak very quickly, so that I've got plenty of food on me. Oh, bloody hell. Keep that there for a sec. And boop, boop, boop. Right, that's that finished. So, we'll take these other fence posts out just for the minute. And yeah, that's that one paddock done. Do I want to bring it back over this way a little bit? I'll tell you what I might do, actually. We'll take this out, and then while we're sleeping, this can hollow itself out a little bit and deteriorate. And then once we've finished, we'll make it, once that is then finished, we'll then crack on with another paddock area as well, and just get as much area used up as we can. Try and make it so that each animal's sort of in its own little area, so there's not any fighting or anything like that. An interesting thought actually that my partner said to me yesterday. She said that would it be worth putting horses in one of the paddocks? Now, in all fairness, I would not mind having horses in one paddock and then like sheep and cows and other things like that in the middle. But I think a stable would go quite well. I think it'd actually go quite nice to do that. In all fairness. Right, now we should be at for Saturday time, so that's not too bad. I tell you what, you can't fault this view. You know, actually, I've got a funny story with this. Actually, the last episode we had, there was we're having problems with getting the white sheep's wool. I have actually had to go. I shit you not. I had to go right over the other end of that mountain to get one sheep on its own, white sheep. The rest of them, Jesus, that's a creeper. That's a creeper. Fuck me, that scared me. Jesus propels you. Shit, he doesn't. And the fucking thing breaks. And my woodstone axe is about to break as well. Fucking awesome. Balls. Toss pot. Well, it didn't blow too much away, so I'm quite happy with that, to say the least. Right. That's hollowed out quite nicely, actually. So I think we'll take care of these trees here, so we're not obstructing our view in any way, shape or form. And my axe has just gone again. Fucking sweet. Got another wooden sword just there, just in case. So, with any hope, we should be alright. I think, like, we're going to be fine. Hold on, shit. And then we'll hollow this out underneath and sort of get all this lot sort of like cleared up. See, we're getting apples and stuff like that, which is always a massive bonus as well. Just for the sake of having some food, it's making it such a big difference. Nice. Right. So that's now that area done. I'm going to take some of these bits and pieces out. I'm going to take the roses out just for a sec. We'll redecorate this area once everything's sort of like sorted and leveled out. And yeah, that'll level out on its own. And right, next one. Let's do this. And we'll leave it just to that one bit before the end. And yeah. Do that, I think. Oh, the fucking one. One more and I'm missing it. Shit. Yeah, that should be fine actually. I think we'll make it. We'll make 2 gates now actually, while we're thinking about it. And I think to make a gate, I think it's the opposite to a fence. So instead of the sticks being in the middle, there are actually sticks on the left and right side. I could be wrong with that though. So it's like that. I think it makes just one. I can't remember. Yeah, makes just one. Right, awesome. So because we've now got this is our like farm area now set up and good to go. In terms of the actual animals themselves. Then after this, we need to make sure that we can get our crops going. So pretty much any sort of like good crop sort of starts itself off. Why did I? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Josh had a bit of a weird moment then. So put that there, open that up, close that, job done. And then if we do the same with this and click that, boom. That's that on there. And I'll tell you what I might do, actually. I think I'm going to put this other fence just on here. and we're going to put a... Can I jump up and get it? Torch, just there. All good to go. So yeah, it's going to be a bit weird for a while, but this should be alright. I'm going to get this separated a bit because it's not deteriorating fast enough. I understand the light flint and steel would actually cut it down twice as fast, but I just don't have it at the moment. Right, so that's this area nice and leveled out. We've got our paddocks area set up. Right, now crops. Now, I haven't got a hoe to use. Dirty mind. I've not got a hoe to use at the moment, so we're going to make one very quickly. I'm probably just going to make a wooden one, because realistically, they're not used that much else, in my opinion anyway, in terms of having any sort of hit damage or anything like that. So we're going to make 2 of these just as an in case, and then I'm going to make them with... Is that how you do it? Yeah. A wooden hoe. So I very rarely use hoes that much. I'm probably saying the bloody word wrongly on my look. Fucking hell. But we don't need to tilt soil just yet. This is the funny thing. We need to go and find grass. Now, from what I can remember, grass is... Can I actually just hit it with my hands? And get... Oh no, wait. Or is it flint and steel? I can't remember. Ah, wheat seeds. That's what I need. That's 2. 3. This will be good. 4. That's really good so far. 5. This is a really good place to start on now, so that's really good. Right, so because of that, the sun sets there and it rises over there, I think we're going to get a better coverage of putting it around this area. So I think we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And that'll get us some wheat sorted out. And you'll actually, when you do a full crop rotation, not rotation, but when you get a full cycle of this and get your wheat back, you actually get, I think it's almost double the seeds back as well. So that sort of does you a massive favour, especially for later on. But yeah, so that's now crops being made as well. So I'm going to have to say that I think... Can you make, instead of getting an iron bucket, could I use a water bowl and make it, and just make the bowl out of wood? What's that? That's a fish. Okay. We could probably get some fishing done today, actually. Oh, well, we'll leave that for now. We'll leave it for now. So we've got crops, we've got the paddock sorted out, so that's that done. It's just hit half an hour now, so I'm probably going to wrap this up shortly, just try and keep things a little bit short and sweet, or I could carry on. We'll carry on to 45 minutes, actually. We'll see. We'll do that for today. See how you guys like it. Sugarcane, leave that as it is for the time being. I am going to, however, take this out of here to let it grow higher if it wants. Awesome. Try and get all the fucking wheat seeds I can at the minute. Nice. There's another one. So yeah, at the minute, it's sort of like the more seeds we get, the better chance we've got of like growing a lot of herbs, and not just herbs, but growing crops really quickly and making bread and things like that. I think it will make a significant difference when it comes to making, just getting the farm nice and set up. Right, now let's think of a quick layout of what we're going to do. So we've got the farm set it up, we've got the crops set up, this area is going to get cleared out soon. I need to think of an area that I need to mine. My first impression is to actually make... Oh, I could really... Sorry about that, guys. Some dickheads just drove straight past my house with bass absolute booming to a point where it's just nearly made my head shake. Jesus Christ. My plan is to make a massive arch into this wall here, because I'm not going to lie, this looks really cool. The fact that it's just like shooting up a little bit. It looks like a massive archway. If I hollow this bit out here and have it so that the mine goes down, Like you have to step down into it. We could get railway tracks going all the way through, all the way down to the bottom where all the minerals and stuff could be. That's my idea. Or we could actually do it so that that area opens up and this area is opened up as well. I'm actually going to have to put some torches, I think, down here as well, because this is going to be where I think a lot of the monsters are going to be spawning. But in all fairness, it's just water, so we might get away with that. Oh, hi. Not leaving to it on that one. So, yeah, that's where things sort of are at the moment. Now, I'm going to plonk a torch there, and I'm going to put a torch there. Just sort of like landmark plotting is probably the best way of wording things with that. Get that sunshine. Bloody hell. So yeah, it does go dark for a little bit, and then it goes past that mountain there. But in all fairness, I think we should be alright for tonight. So I think we'll head back to the house, do a quick sleep, and then we'll see what else we need to do. At this point now, it's sort of like knowing where, sort of like looking at where to go next. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that so far. I'm quite impressed with the fact that we've managed to get everything sort of laid out the way that we want, and we've got the crops working now, so we've got that working a lot. I love the shadow effects on this. It's so cool with this mod. Makes such a massive difference. And yeah, oh, bloody hell, that's fucking sun's bright. So with that, we'll jump back. We're probably going to get monsters spawning pretty damn soon. So I think we should probably get back into the house. And then after that, once the crops have grown and everything else, we can start attracting animals to the farm itself. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. Oh, interesting. I didn't mean to chuck that. There we go. So yeah, I'm hoping that should be alright. Now, we could easily get some more water coming through the area by getting a bucket made. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get a bucket made. This is the only little drawback I have about this. Let's try put in a bucket. No. Show all. Book. Iron. We've not unlocked anything iron related yet, have we? So there's that. A birch trap door, that was cool. So in that case then we might have to mine downwards a little bit, so I think if copper wouldn't work, would it? Tell you what, no, I don't think it will. What can I hear? Is that Enderman? I've only dealt with Endermen a few different times. I really don't want to deal with them that much, but if I can hear that... Is he spitting out? Did he just... That llama does not like that dog. Must be something that spooked him. Right, tell you what, we'll head down here a minute. We're going to get... Oh, shit. It's a cave spider as well. I can hear it. Where the bloody hell is that coming from? I'm not going mad, I can actually hear it. But what is down there? Is it just a mine shaft or... Well, not a mine shaft because it's not been made yet, has it? What the hell's that? Dripstone block? Huh. Never heard of that before. That's definitely a first for me. So if we hit this and get that down a little bit... What is this stuff? That's a pointed dripstone. Huh. Oh, wait. Is this the bloody... Oh, a mate of mine mentioned this to me once. Something to do with the added stalagmites and stalactites. I think they add... Oh, shit. I didn't realise that was going to be there. Let's patch that. Bloody hell. Open that up. Open that up. Oh, so there's just a dead end. Right, okay. We'll stay up here just for the time being. We'll try and stay above ground for the minute. And because we've got spider webs, I'm expecting a shitload of cave spiders to be down here. I was slightly right. Okay, so I think we got a bone out of that one as well. So this is quite an easy accessible cave to sort of get into. I'm just going to try and not hollow, but just try and holler. Try and get this place a bit lit up a little bit, because I don't want to be going and getting lost down here and not finding my way back. Which is another reason why I put my torches on the left hand side, so I can find the right way back home. Left, 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 and that's another way out. So this place has got a lot of exits to get to the surface, which will sort of help us out quite a bit in all fairness. But this place looks so easily accessible, it's nuts how easy it is to get in here. And the house will be just right up there, won't it? So, in all fairness, this is not a bad place to sort of set up, really. But again, we're going to probably wrap this up very shortly anyway. We just have to try and watch out for anything and everything trying to get us. That's the only drawback with stuff like this. So yeah, there's a lot of areas we can explore quite easily. I think a lot of it though is going to be us mining through a lot of the caves and bits and pieces like that. And then once we've sort of got things set up, we'll start setting up the dock down at the bottom. Maybe I might push it a bit further in, a bit further outland, so to speak. And it'll help us sort of explore the land and sort of get a bit of an idea of where we are. And then once we've got that done, we can start making a map room and stuff like that. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how things sort of go from here, in all fairness. I think the sugarcane's probably going to grow a little bit longer and probably get us a bit more of an idea of what we can make, so to speak. I think, in all fairness, we've got quite not a bad area, actually. But I think we've sort of chosen a decent area to start with. Yeah, I think that'll be it for this one, actually. So I've not got a great lot in terms of me food at the minute, but I want to see if I can try and get a bit of it. I thought you were going to attack me then, dog. That's the underneath of where the house is, actually, so that's not bad, actually. So we've got a couple of access points that we can use. And yeah, guys, so with that in mind, we're going to wrap this up at that for today. And yeah, when I come back in next, between these next couple of parts, between this part and the next one, I am actually going to see if I can get some more food on the go. So I might go out, collect a bit of food, come back, and then start the next one off like I've just done with the wool in the previous part. I just want to... Just a quick check, that's fine. So we'll pause that there at that, so we're not using any more hunger. So, yeah, guys. Whew, starting to feel a bit knackered now, not going to lie. Even though I've only just done 40 minutes, I feel exhausted now doing that. But yeah, honestly, guys, thanks so much for dropping in. I do hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. It's been very much a nice little bit of breath of fresh air, so to speak. It's making it so that it's a bit more easier to sort of manage things a bit better. So when I've not got a face cam going on all the time, I think it's sort of helped me sort of sit back, chill out, relax, and it's sort of helping me manage things in my head, so to speak, which is helping quite a lot in all fairness. And yeah, I'm hoping the next couple of parts of Minecraft sort of have that similar sort of effect, so to speak, and I really do want to sort of get my YouTube and Twitch off the ground and things like that. I want to be able to start off getting my YouTube set up and getting everything else done on there, and then hopefully people will then start to click on, oh, like Twitch is also a place where I'm also live quite often on there as well. So there'll be different bits of content going on backwards and forwards between YouTube and Twitch as well. And with that in mind, whether I'm going to be jumping on Twitch in the next couple of weeks or not, I'm still a little bit unsure at this moment in time, but with any hope, we should have a bit of an idea of where things are going to go from here. So yeah, guys, very much want to say I very much want to say thank you guys for dropping in, not just for this part, but also for part 1 as well. If you haven't, I very much recommend jumping on that previous part to get a bit of an idea of where things are when it comes up to the second part. And yeah, we're going to try and release these once a week. So I'm thinking every Friday. This is something I've got planned in my own head. Because the time to make these and time to edit them as well as exporting and uploading is actually not as long as what my other videos tend to be. So with that in mind, I'm hoping that that will sort of help manage a lot of things especially when it comes to managing things in my own head, so to speak. So yeah, very special thank you to you guys, and I also want to say a very special thank you to there was a comment on the previous video, and I just want to give that person a quick shout out just for to say thank you for commenting. Not anything that was said in particular or anything like that, or saying that not saying anything bad or anything like that. It's nothing in that regards. It's just the fact that I just want to say thank you for the comment, honestly, because it does help when people actually comment on the video. It does feel that there's people out there actually watching this type of content. Even though you see that little view counter go up, it helps me sort of gain that confidence that people are genuinely watching this this type of content. So the person in particular is Snore Ballet, or Snore Ballet. Commented, loved your video, man. Can't wait for part 2. Well, you say that, and here we go. We're just about to wrap up part 2 now for you, son. So I do hope you enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video. Make sure to hit that like button, and also feel free to subscribe if you do want to. And yeah, if you do want to keep in touch with things when it comes to new videos being released, make sure that you hit that notification bell. It really does help, honestly. Right, guys, thank you very much for your patience. Thanks very much for your generosity, and thanks very much for viewing this video for today. See you guys next time. Have a good one. Ta-da.